Thank you for being here. Be careful and let the insults roll off your shoulders. Let the insults roll off your shoulders. Thanks for being here. Oh, yeah.
I'm here to protect the Constitution of the United States, which is about to celebrate 250 years. And I think that President Trump is trampling all over it. Donald Trump is chaos. Chaos for the world, chaos for our country, chaos for our health, all the things that are important to me. He represents madness and chaos.
I'm here because I support the Constitution of the United States. I believe in equal rights for everybody. I believe the president is not a king. We have 3 co-equal branches of government, and we need to make sure Congress is playing a role, the courts are playing a role, and the president doesn't think he owns the entire country.
We believe in liberty and justice for all, our Constitution, and not a king.
We don't want a king. We liberated ourselves from England because we didn't want anyone with absolute power. And that is what Trump is doing.
He does not care about the American people. He does not care about the people who supported him. He really cares only about himself, and that's not a democracy.
All of our basic constitutional rights are being ripped away from us, and it's frightening.
As bad as things have been in the past, we're moving much more towards almost a feudalistic society where there are people that own everything and the people that do all the work.
Why aren't the Democrats doing anything about it? They're just standing back and acting like they're just taking it.
They don't have the power now, that's the problem.
Well, they still should be standing up and fighting. No, they should be. They should be out there at all of these rallies showing support to us.
We have to live here, and nobody asked for this. And this is insane. Wow, we just want freedom. Like, actually.
It's Flag Day. I'm celebrating the flag. And I love tacos.
I am here because I shouldn't have.
She has a brain.
Well, good answer. I have a brain. Because I shouldn't have fewer rights than my mother did and my grandmother did.
I want to save democracy for my children and grandchildren. Pure and simple.
I really don't want to leave this mess for my grandchildren. They might not agree with me right now, but history's going to prove that this was the time to take sides and this was the side to be on.
It's time to show up. You got to get off the couch and actually go out there and do it, even if it's just being a body on a bridge.
Standing up for our country and protesting, because if we don't do anything, we'll be gone. Authoritarianism will take over. So we have to stand up and show we care.
We need to stand up and we need to fight back.
People need to step up.
This isn't what our country should be. I mean, we're not a country of hatred, at least we shouldn't be.
What's going on right now with military parades and personality cult around a person, the president. Goon squads arresting people just because they're here, they're working people.
We're rounding people up in the streets at their jobs, at their homes, at their churches, and taking them to who knows where. And that's not okay.
They're not going after criminals, they're going after people who are definitely not criminals.
Pardoning January 6th insurrectionists and then manning ICE agents with masks to kidnap people off the street.
It's just too much. It's too much. And I'm pretty sure even a lot of people that voted for him didn't count on this.
The decency of the human heart seems to be turning, and I'm sad. I'm sad.
When I feel people are hurting other people, it's very important for me to try to do something about it.
This administration is only treating some of us as having rights and others as not. I think immigrants deserve due process. And what I see happening is cruel and tearing up the fabric of families. And I can't stand by anymore. I'm not one to go on rallies, but it seems like it's come to the point where the cruelty is the reason behind it.
I grew up saying Pledge of Allegiance every morning in school. Liberty and justice for all, and that's why I'm here.
Because I love America, because I believe in these moral and ethical values, and I think any honest citizen in this country would support them. If they would just pay attention to what's going on around them
instead of complacently living in the comfort of an uninterested life, to just pay attention, they would agree and act upon that and press for higher ethics and moral values and honesty, integrity in our government. That's why I'm here, and that's what I love and stand for.
Resistance.
Resistance. We've had enough.
Tired of it.
We're not going to be quiet. No kings.
Yeah.
We're all in this together.
Is this
This was my first time seeing it. I had to come to Woodstock, and when I rode across, I saw the signs, and I asked, I said, why are you here? Oh, well, what is it for? And they said, protesting Trump. I said, amen, thank you. I wanted to get on the bridge. My people know about bridges, you know, and I did not want that to be forgotten.
My parents immigrated here from Cuba as refugees in the 60s, and they were trying to get away from this, and I see a lot of this coming into this nation, and I'm very, very concerned. It's really scary.
I realize what a wonderful country America is, and we need to meet its dream. And we still haven't achieved that dream yet, but we're getting closer and closer. And then to have a guy like Trump come in and take over the White House is just reprehensible to me. He cares little for the Constitution. He cares little for Americans. He seems to have his allegiance to Vladimir Putin, and he loves dictators. He loves authoritarians. It's just, to me, it's appalling what he has done to this nation in a very short time. I love my country, and that's what this is all about to me.
I'm concerned about him federalizing National Guard troops and bringing them into California over the objection of the officials in that state. I'm concerned about the pogrom that he's entered against migrants of all sorts, legal or illegal. I'm concerned about the illegal deportation of people without due process to places like El Salvador, to rent-a-prison places. I'm concerned about Trump being possibly in the child molester files that he's refused to release at this point. I'm concerned about the break that he's made with longtime allies in NATO. I'm concerned about what he's done, the abandonment of the Ukrainians. I'm concerned about the general support for violence. I'm concerned about the fight against the free press in this country. Does that kind of get to it?
People being picked up off the streets, deported, and lawyers being shut up with money, and the justice system being on his side, and you know, it's everyday living.
Just protesting the dismantling of our democracy, this administration not following the rule of law, the cowardice of the Republican Party not standing up to him. You know, basically everything. It won't fit on your couple minutes of video.
I'm here because democracy is under threat. And if not me, who gets out here? I think it's dangerous out here. It's been dangerous out here since February when we started. I'm an emergency room physician, and, you know, I'm on Medicare. I'm 76. But my neighbors are on Medicare and Medicaid. And we're cutting health care services and vaccine services.
While the administration is cutting Medicare, Medicaid, healthcare, SNAP benefits, they're throwing a military parade in D.C. That is not who we are as a country.
Yesterday, the Marines, for the very first time in American history, detained a U.S. citizen on U.S. soil. And it was an Army veteran trying to get to the VA for a VA appointment. We have a $25 million military parade like we're Soviet Russia going on right now, when we have homeless vets sleeping on the streets.
I support our troops, not his ego. He's doing it to say, look, I can be as cool as the other authoritarians in this world. And that's a chilling thing.
June 14 is Flag Day. It is the day that the armed forces, the Army, was created. It is not the birthday of a person. It is the birthday of a collective, particularly all those veterans that came before us and gave us the liberty and the freedoms that are being taken away.
I am here because I'm a retired military and I swore to defend and support the Constitution against all enemies, foreign and domestic.
I'm a veteran of 23 years of service, Army, and I'm opposed to all of the things that Trump is taking away from us.
I think a lot of Americans don't participate in politics outside the ballot box, and I'm certainly falling in that category. So for me, it's an opportunity to actually demonstrate support, to engage personally and physically in politics, to try and demonstrate that the American body politic will not take the destruction of democracy and the erosion of the Constitution that we're witnessing on a daily basis lying down.
What this administration is doing, deploying Marines on American soil, is not what anybody voted for.
I spent 6 years in the Navy fighting for our Constitution and this government and our country, and he is ruining it. He's taking our military apart and making them do things that they're not supposed to do by the Constitution. Not right. He has no right.
I lost my son in Iraq in 2005, and he fought for freedom. He didn't fight for fascism. All right. In everything, if you look at all the 20 steps of turning it into a dictatorship, we're following it by the key. Okay. So my son died for it. The least I can do is come out here and fight for the First Amendment rights.
My parents were both World War II veterans, and they would be sick at the way Trump treats the presidency and his fellow citizens. So I'm here to stand up with my fellow citizens.
I'm here because I'm afraid for this country under this leadership.
He scares me. I think it's incredibly sad. Besides the federal workers, he loves to say you're fired to people, so now people have to fear for their jobs. He hurts people.
I work for the government. This stuff about waste, fraud, and abuse, we've lost a lot of really good, dedicated people that are really important. They're all doing the right thing for the government, long-time veterans, all kinds of great people. And just to come in and just insult us with Doge and decimating our agency. It's horrible to see that. Every aspect of his presidency is a mess.
I want people to understand that there's a strong opposition to everything that the Trump administration stands for. We don't want any kings. He's not doing what the oath of office right here that this sign says. Protect, preserve, and defend the Constitution. That's the oath of office, and Trump's not doing that.
Why am I here? Gee, I care about this country, and gee, we need to share our voices. We need to do more.
She's here to save the world, and I'm here to try to save the world for her.
Drove this way and then
I'm here because I think this country is in terrible distress. We all need to stand up and take our country back. No kings. We do not need kings or a dictator. We need a decent president.
There's nowhere else I would be. Everything's at stake for this country right now. Our rights, the Constitution. We never thought we'd be in this place. And this is not what the country voted for. So I'm here to stand up for science. I'm here to stand up for my fellow human beings. I'm here to say, this is not normal. This is wrong. We have to stop it.
I feel like love is the most important thing. We're all a community. Everybody's a community. We all live here together. It should be a country for everybody.
So why are you here?
I'm here because I care about the people of this country, and I care about everybody in the country, not just a handful of people, not just the rich people, and not just poor people and people like me, old and retired. I care about everybody, and I want everybody to have the opportunity to have the best life that they can have.
Thank you.